Yes, guys, today I wanted to give you a message of hope. This is a message of hope for anyone who is experiencing hair loss and they feel like the world is falling down around them. Who might feel scared, they might feel in despair, they might have developed social anxiety as a result of losing their hair. This tends to affect younger males and females more than people who are in their 50s and their 60s, where hair loss is more normalized and it's more accepted. But when you're a young person, especially a young male, maybe you're single, you may well feel that you're getting severe anxiety, severe levels of stress and despair from losing your hair, and you don't know what to do. You're trying to assess the different hair loss treatments. Maybe you feel like you can't even afford the hair loss treatments. Maybe you feel like you don't know what to do. Should I just shave my head? Should I just accept it? Or should I try and do something about it? Now, my message for everyone is I respect whatever decision you take, but if it was me and you guys were in my shoes, I would say try and do something about it. Okay? I completely respect anyone who is brave enough to basically shave their head and just go out there and live life as normal. But if you're finding that your hair loss is affecting your quality of life, it's affecting how much you socialize, and it's affecting your confidence, you might find that some sort of intervention, like a hair system, for instance, could well be a really great solution to help you get back to living your life as you were before. Actually, possibly even better than you were before. I am a hair system wearer. If you don't know what a hair system is, think toupee. If you don't know what a toupee is, think wig, but with slightly better technology. So a hair system is basically a sort of hairpiece that you put on the top of your head. You can get different types, but this is the most common one, where you put it on your head and it effectively replaces the hair that you have lost on the top of your head. Obviously, you can get wigs which cover the sides as well. Not really suitable for males who suffer from male pattern baldness, but it's an option. Now, this particular approach has completely changed my life, and I'm going to give you a bit of background into how it's changed my life. So before getting a hair system, I had been suffering from a condition called trichotillomania for about 30 years. It's a hair pulling condition, but it has the same effect, effectively, of male pattern baldness or trichotillomania. You lose your hair, and as is often the case, you lose your confidence, and you can start suffering from social anxiety and despair and fear, and it can have a massive effect on your quality of life. And this was me to a T. Before I got a hair system, I was also losing my hair from male pattern baldness as well as the trichotillomania before I decided to get a hair system. But I didn't go out, I didn't socialize. I said no to so many opportunities to go out to parties or to bars with my friends and stuff, because I just felt like I'd lost all of my confidence, and as a result of that, I'd lost who I was as a person. I always valued I always valued my appearance when I had hair, and I took a lot of pride in styling my hair and making it look good. I was that classic guy who would look in the mirror and just like try and get their quiff just right when they're a teenager, or growing my hair long when I was getting a little bit older. I was kind of into rock bands and stuff like that. So losing that felt like part of losing my identity. And also the bald hair patches as well didn't help. I had to spend a lot of time covering those up. It was very stressful. Once I took the leap and I decided to get a hair system, this was literally after trying so many hair loss products: minoxidil, Propecia, laser, microneedling, all of these different kind of things. None of them actually gave me sustainable results. But when I tried a hair system, everything changed, and it happened overnight. Now, I've never had a day in my life where I felt so profoundly different the day before to how I felt the day after. The day before, I was super nervous. I didn't really know what to expect. I was very worried about what people might make of this new hair on my head, how they would respond. However, the day after getting a hair system, I felt in myself that I had regained my life. It was literally night and day. It was the most transformational experience I've ever had in my life. My social anxiety literally went away overnight. My confidence skyrocketed again. I was back to the confidence that I had when I was in my teens. I was actually even more confident because as much as I liked my hair when I was in my teens, and when I grew it long, it's kind of quite curly and it looked quite cool, but it's never got the same result as the hair when I've been wearing a hair system, because I can get exactly what I want. I can really tailor it to my exact needs and wants, and that's what I really, really love about it. I also felt more confident going out dating and stuff like that. And as I've mentioned in previous videos, if it wasn't for me getting this hair system and getting my hair back, I never would have had the courage to basically ask out my now wife on a date and get to know her. I was too scared to date. I was so worried about what they'd make of me, the fact that I was balding in my late 20s. Not many guys are balding in their early 20s. It's the minority. So that affected me massively. And it just changed everything in my life, and I'm so grateful. So I'd say to you guys, if you're in that situation that I was in, and I'm also going to add here, this is a very, very personal bit of information. In 2017, before I got a hair system, I was living in London at the time, and I was single. I was still living at home, and because my hair was such a part of my identity and I was losing it, I had these bald patches, I was receding as well, I got to the point where I became suicidal. And it was a very, very, very tough period for me, and I felt like there was no way out. And now when I look at my life, it couldn't be further from that, and I'm so grateful. And getting my hair back was such a massive part of that. Now, I'm not saying that if you're going through a hair loss journey, you have to get a hair system, because that may not be suitable for you. You may not want the maintenance, but it's been transformational for me. You know, maybe you'd want to get a hair transplant, or maybe you'd want to get SMP, which is like a hair tattoo. But whatever works for you, just remember, it's not the end of the world, and there is hope for you. Now, if you want a hair system and you don't know where to start, or if you wear hair systems and you're looking for a hair system like I've got, Levivid Hair, I've got a discount. I've negotiated a discount code with them, Adam15. Don't forget to use that. It can save you about $50 to $60. It might actually be £50 to £60, so even more dollars. But do check out their website. I've seen so many people whose lives have been changed drastically, dramatically, by getting hair back on their head. And it's so wonderful to see men and women get their confidence back when they get their hair back. I hope you found this video useful, guys. Are you in this situation where I was 6 years ago? Do you find yourself in the depths of despair, not knowing what to do, not sure, feeling that there's no hope? Let me know in the comments box below. I'd really love to have a little chat with you guys and engage with you and have a discussion about this, because it's so important. But never forget, there's always hope. I'll speak to you very soon, guys. Bye for now.